Hello, everyone. Thank you very much. For 20 years, actually. And it's not that everything's 100% understood or known, but wish it was done a long time ago. Today, we're delighted to be joined by autism. Horrible, horrible. I want to thank the autism. Is it like 20 years ago? I always had very strong feelings about autism, and he and I, so thank you all. Thank you, Dorothy, very much. Not a long time, and I've always heard, they say a few, but I think it's a lot less time than that. But in some areas, it's much worse than that, if you can believe it. And I gave numbers yesterday for boys. They're taking something, any pills that have no autism, Does that tell you something? That's currently, is that a correct statement, by the way?
There are some studies that suggest that, yeah.
He should, but I'm not so careful with what I say. First, effective immediately, the FDA will be notifying physicians that the use of let's see how we say that. Acetaminophen. Is that okay? Which is basically commonly known as Tylenol, during pregnancy can be associated with a very increased risk of autism. So taking Tylenol is not good. All right, I'll say it. It's not good. For this reason, they are that's what you're going to have to do. You'll take, ideally, a doctor's decision, because I think you shouldn't take it. Every time he's born, and he goes and has a shot. If you can't tough it out, or if there's a problem, you're going to end up doing it. The other thing that I can tell you that I'll say that they will maybe say at a little bit later date, but I think when you go for the shot, you do it over a 5-time period. Take it over 5 times or 4 times, but you take it in smaller doses, and you spread it out over a period of years. And they pump so much stuff into those beautiful little babies. It's a disgrace. I don't see it. I think it's very bad. They're pumping, it looks like they're pumping into a horse. You have a little fragile child, and you get a vat of 80 different vaccines, I guess, 80 different blends, and they pump it in. So ideally, a woman won't take Tylenol. And on the vaccines, it would be good, instead of one visit where they pump the baby, load it up with stuff, you'll do it over a period of 4 times or 5 times. I've been so into this issue for so many years, just because I couldn't understand how a thing like this could happen. And it's artificially induced. It's not like something that, when you go from all of those, healthy babies to a point where I don't even know structurally if a country can afford it, and that's the least of the problems. To have families destroyed over this is just so terrible. I also want no aluminum in the MMR. I think should be taken separately. This is based on what I feel: the mumps, measles, and all the 3 should be taken separately. And it seems to be that when you mix them, there could be a problem. So there's no downside in taking them separately. In fact, they think it's better, so let it be separate. When you mix them, something maybe happens. So there's no downside in doing it. It's not like, if you do it, bad things. No, it's only good side. And it may not have that much of an impact, but it may have a big impact. So let those be taken separately. And then hepatitis B is sexually transmitted. There's no reason to give a baby that's almost just born hepatitis B. So I would say wait till the baby is 12 years old and formed and take hepatitis B. And I think if you do those things, it's going to be a whole potential benefits in reducing some autism symptoms. But we've learned some pretty good things about certain elements of genius that can be given to a baby, and the baby can get better. And in some cases, not going to be easy, but be a lot easier if it didn't happen in the first place. I feel so terribly for. I have so many autistic children. It's a tough situation. Finally, to help reach the ultimate goal of ending the autism fever, and to be honest with you, to me, that's the least important. The alternative is that nothing bad can happen. Let's do it now. I was just saying to Bobby and the group, let's do it now. Nothing bad can happen. It can only good happen. But with Tylenol, don't take it. Don't take it. And if you can't live, if your fever is so bad, you have to take one, because there's no alternative to that. Sadly, first question, what can you take instead? It's actually, there's not an alternative to that. And as you know, other of the medicines are absolutely proven bad. I mean, they've been proven bad. Autism, that tells you a lot. You know, the way I look at it, don't take it. Don't take it. There's no downside in not taking it. So I'd like to ask Bobby to come up and say a few words. I hope I didn't ruin his day, but that's the way I feel. I've been very strong on the subject for a long time. You know, life is common sense, too. And there's a lot of common sense in this, and I wish things like this were brought up. And this group has worked so hard on it, but I'd like to be a little bit more speedier in the process of a recommendation, because there's no harm in going quicker. There's absolutely no harm. At worst, there's no harm. Thank you very much. Bobby, please.
Thank you, Mr. President.